Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're back with part 2 of White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2. And we had just left off here. Is it getting nighttime? What's going on here? Why did it get dark all of a sudden? Yeah, so we left off right before we entered the town of Parma, and here we go. We're gonna have a little cutscene here. I've always liked this little town or village. It's a very small village. But I like how
Welcome to Parma.
I like how peaceful it seems.
You're on time for once.
Yuli!
Have you been there, Leonard? Oh, you must be the new guy. Rapachi told me you were coming. Glad you could make it.
Yep, I'm the new guy.
The wine's all set to go. Follow me.
Alright, equipment wear and tear. So, as you battle, your equipment will break. So it'll first wear down. Let's go look at it real quick. So my equipment. So it'll be the bar that's in between, like if you see short sword, that's in between the icon of the sword and short sword, that little bar. It'll deplete the more you battle till it finally breaks. When it breaks, it lowers your stats by a good bit. To fix that, you can go to any of these crystals. So these crystals where you save. You can look at your items, recustomize avatar, but this is where you can heal, fully heal your HP and MP, and then repair. So you can repair your gear, and it will cost money. So keep that in mind. In here, so we have the item shop. So you can buy your heal potions and your revival powder and all that good stuff. So one item that I wanted to show, actually. So spectacles. So that'll show you the monster's weakness. If you ever are curious what a certain monster is weak to and you can't figure it out, just you can toss this on them and it'll let you know. And then this person sells accessories. So this person will sell the capes and then all the rings, earrings and whatnot, and each of them give you stats. So defense, of course, protects you against physical defense, physical attacks. Attack raises your attack, of course. Magic raises your elemental damage output. Resistance, of course, raises your defense toward magical attacks. HP we know, MP you know. So vitality will raise your health. And did I read this wrong? Intelligence raises your elemental damage output. Spirit will give you more resistance. Same thing with the magic and intelligent basically do the same thing. And spirit does not raise your magical resistance. Spirit raises your healing. And then agility, your dodge rate, dexterity, your crit. I may be wrong on the magic. Oops. I may be wrong on the magic. Don't quote me on that one. And I can't check it just yet. Okay, cool. Alright. Anyways, here we go. We're gonna go to this guy. This is the weapon shop. So here... Cool. We're gonna go over that too. So here you can repair as well. So you can repair and you select a single item that you want to repair. Or you can repair all and it'll repair everything. Oops. Well, I guess I repaired everything. And then he sells weapons and gear, which we don't need none of that stuff. And then you can also enhance your stuff. So you can upgrade this, and you'll see that it increases. So the attack right now is 7. It'll increase it to 8. Or you can add an elemental effect to your weapon. But if you add a fire elemental, then you can't add ice afterwards. It can only strictly be fire. This will increase the damage that you do to enemies. So if you put 1 fire on it, it'll increase the damage that you do to enemies that are weak to fire. But I wouldn't focus on upgrading any of your stuff just yet, because you're going to level up so fast that you're going to be switching through. Yeah, like level 3, I'm going to already switch my weapon, so there's no point of upgrading right now. That's more of a late game stuff. And then you can dismantle your stuff. So for example, let's click on here. So if I were to dismantle my iron blade, it'll give me 1 rock. Of course, the higher level the weapon or gear is that you dismantle, the better items you'll get. And then we'll go over the appraise equipment later, whenever we get there. And another little cutscene.
You must be kidding.
Why does my character look like that?
Don't let his looks fool you. He's a big old pussycat. Now where? Rouse said he'd be here.
Who?
Your driver. Rouse is the only one who can get this fella to pull the Wayne. It won't move a step, not without Rouse's say-so. Sit tight. I'll see if I can find him.
But Yuli!
Alrighty, looks like we gotta find Rouse. And I purposely passed by a chest in the beginning, because we had that's where Rouse is. He is by this chest over here.
Oh, come on, my life is at stake here.
For some reason, I thought those gates automatically open. Alrighty. Get a little chest here. It's a mana potion. And here's Rouse. Snoozing, sleeping on the job. What a slacker.
Aha! Rouse, you oaf!
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear me, did I doze off again? Oh.
Those wine bottles.
This is where you were hiding? I told you not to be late.
Please don't be mad, Miss Yuli. I am so sorry.
I love the voices for those, that race. The ears. Don't yawn, you're gonna make me yawn.
There, now you're all set.
Boy, it's starting to get dark. We better haul cask.
Okay, Leonard, like I mentioned before, Rouse here will be driving the Beast Wayne.
Hello. Happy to assist, Chief. By the way, if I happen to doze off again, kindly wake me up before this beastie remembers I forgot to feed it breakfast and turns me into a late lunch.
Uh-oh. We don't want that.
He's kind of weird, but he gets the job done. Off we go.
We? You're coming too?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't miss this party for the world. What? You don't want the extra help? Come on. We're late as it is.
Yuli joined the party. Alrighty. We're gonna go and... Actually, before we go in there, so... we're gonna use our skill points. So I'm gonna be... I already grabbed the heal. I'm gonna do short sword. So I'm gonna grab some of these. I'm gonna grab backslash just because there's a lot of enemies that are weak to slash. And then I'm gonna grab wind up thrust, since there's gonna be a fight coming up that they're weak to thrust, to piercing moves. Alright. And Yuli. So Yuli, they have her already with a sword equipped, but I'm gonna make her my mage. So I'm gonna have her grab fire, since there's a lot of fire, since there's a lot of enemies weak to fire in the beginning, and we're gonna get stone spear. Just because there's a certain enemy that is gonna be weak to earth. And then Leonard is gonna be, I'm gonna switch him from short sword and make him my long sword. And we'll do the same thing. So we're gonna get, actually we can actually get all three different types of attacks. Alright, sweet. And then now we're gonna have to edit their stuff. So we're gonna equip a long sword. I've always loved the way long swords look in this game. Oh, they look so nice. Alrighty. And once we equip the longsword, we're going to edit his commands. So these are the moves that he can use. And we're going to go up here. We're going to remove, because those are all short swords. I like having the heal over here for it's just a preference. Alright. So the way I do their combat setup is, so I'm going to put the slashing moves here. Oops. I accidentally backed out too far. And then we're going to save this. We're just going to keep slashing moves here only. And we're going to press select, save. So you can save up to 5 different command sets. So we're going to save this one. Boom. And then now we are going to put thrusting moves here. And then we're going to save this to a different command set. And there's a reason why I'm doing this. I swear it's not just to do it. And we're gonna put our crushing moves, and we're gonna save this to a different command set. All right. So now when we're in a certain area, so I'm gonna load. When we're in a certain area that is weak, that is mainly weak to slashing moves, then I'll load this command set. Same thing, like if there's an area that's mainly weak to crushing, I'll load the crushing, and piercing, then I'll load the piercing. So in this case, we're gonna go with piercing. So yeah, that's the reason behind that. Now we're gonna go to my character, and since I'm gonna mainly be controlling my character, I'm okay with having any of these. Since I'm not controlling the other characters, that's the reason why I have those command sets set up. Because if I have one of each, then they're just gonna do whatever they want, you know. And sometimes they'll attack with whatever they're strong against, instead of whatever they're weak against. Oops, I accidentally deleted that. What did I delete? My slash move. Alright, and then I'm gonna add these and wind up. And I like to keep them separate, so I like to have on my one slot all the slashing moves and all the crushing moves together and whatnot, and then I like my heal right here. And we will create a combo. So in this game, this is something very unique that I've never seen in any other game. But you can create your own combos, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna make a slashing combo. You can mix them all up, but I don't advise that. I advise you keep all the same slashing moves together when you're creating a combo, all the thrusting ones. That way, you know, you do the most damage that you can. And right now we only have 2 moves for slashing, so. But I like to always have a move. So if you see where it says combo number 1, where it says AC, that it has two points there. So those are action chips, maybe. I don't know what they're called, but so that's how much um, AC you would need to do this combo, and you build AC while battling. So we're gonna make. I always like to have a 2 AC slash move, so I'll just name it 2 AC slash. You can name your moves, your combos too, and it actually um, writes it out in the log, I guess you could say, or whatever it is called. And we'll do a thrusting move. And the way the reason I'm doing it in this order is because I feel like it looks visually better. But yeah, you can put them in any order. It doesn't have to be in that order. And then we'll just thrust. Cool. Oops. And then we can insert these, install into the slot. And we'll just put it there, and we'll put the thrust with the thrust slot. Boom. Alrighty. And I'll go into more detail about AC whenever we're in a battle. And then we gotta equip her staff. And we will... Let's remove all these. Oops. So we gotta keep that just whenever she runs out of mana, that way she has a way of attacking. And then we're gonna put the heal. Alrighty. And we'll make this one fireball. And the same thing as that what we did for Leonard. So all her fire moves are gonna be in one command slot. And then all her earth moves will be in a different one. And we will stay with earth. Alrighty. And there's a reason why we're staying with earth. I mean, I could always change it, because we're not going to fight that monster that's weak to earth but just in case if I forget. Anyways, here we go. Ballister Plains. Back to Ballister Plains. So we got to go back to the first city. And I think it's going to talk about do the tutorial. Yep. And it's going to talk, I think, about combos and stuff.
It's getting dark. Nighttime brings out the really nasty monsters. We better keep our eyes open.
Hey Leonard, have you been using combos?
Yep, so combos. So we're going to skip that. We're going to skip the tutorials. We'll watch the legit cutscenes, the story mode cutscene. But yeah, so here we go. So now we gotta escort him. So just clear. He will only follow the road path. He will not go off the road if you go out here. And you can't stray too far away from him, because then he'll stop walking. So since he's a little bit slow, we'll kill enemies while we wait for him to catch up. We don't have to kill the passive enemies. He'll still walk by them. But I believe the aggressive enemies we do have to kill. So you have moves. So you see my AC at 7 out of 7. As you level up, you get more. So right now it's max. So we can do our combo. And you wanna, so for the combo, you wanna time it to do the most damage. So for example, if you look at my action circle, I'm gonna show you something. So if you look at my action circle, when I click it, it like pulses. And right now, like if I'm clicking it, even though it's not fully full, it pulses. So you can either let's kill this guy. So you can do your combo and just mash X like crazy, and it'll still complete the combo, but it doesn't do as much damage as opposed to, I know I'm doing the wrong attack type on him, but yeah, so if I just mash it, look how much damage it does. So it does 18 altogether, but if I time it, it does 19, I believe. It did 19, but it'll do that combo attack total damage, I believe it does. Let me just double check. I'm gonna build up my AC. I'm 0 out of 7, so it looks like every 2 hits builds up the AC. Each weapon type also builds up the AC at different speeds. I believe the bow builds up AC the quickest. And then short sword and spear, I believe. And I believe axe and longsword take the longest. Alright, I just wanted to build that up. We'll do the wind up thrust. So that's 30 damage. Oh, I can't do it no more. And then if I just mash it like crazy. I didn't get to see how much damage I did. But trust me, if you just mash it, it does less damage than if you actually time your combo. And we're getting low on health, and we can have Leonard heal me, and I can just run away, keep running. We'll kill these as we go. Now, you want to typically use your first move. So Slash uses no MP, same thing with Lunging Strike and Thrust. Those use 0 MP, but if you go to Backslash, it uses 4 MP. Alright, well, I guess I can't show it. But it'll do more damage. And really, MP is, you really only need it for heals. In the beginning anyways. I mean, and then as you go on, you'll probably want to cure poison and whatnot. But it's okay to use a little bit MP here and there. It recovers. It regenerates over time when you're out of combat. It'll also regen faster if you do the emote Pray. While we're waiting for him to catch up. So whenever it ticks up, it will tick up more. So it went up by 4, as opposed to if I'm standing up. It ticks up by 2. So twice as fast. Which is nice. Come on, chop chop. Alright. And we'll just kill these guys while we wait. I mean, there's no reason to just stand there and not killing these things. You might as well gain some XP while you're at it. You get gains XP and gold, a good bit of gold. I don't want to go too far ahead because then he might not follow me. I mean, he'll give you a verbal cue whenever you're too far away. Alright, sweet, we leveled up. So we can change, so if you press down on the D-pad, it'll bring up this menu and then you can change your weapon. So we'll equip that, and now we got the stronger weapon. You could also cycle through your hotbar and change it that way. And if I had different command sets, I can also change my command set. But I don't. Oops. Oh, now we're gonna have multiple enemies. See how the other kibble started targeting me even though I didn't attack him? It's because I attacked his buddy near him. He didn't like that. Alright, so up ahead there is going to be a little enemy. And we are going to change something real quick, or use up our skill points. So I want to get Rising Slash. I wanted to get that move, but that's fine. So we're going to fight a little boss fight coming up, and he is weak to Thrust and Earth. That is why I had Thrust on Leonard and Earth on Yuli.
Wait. Something's wrong.
What is it?
What's wrong, Chief?
You don't hear that?
Hmm?
Oh, that's a big dude.
Damn it! It must have smelled the wine.
Oh no! What do we do, Chief? Oh.
We fight.
Yeah!
Let's go. So this is a troll. Alrighty. So for him, you can attack different parts of his body. This is just going over the whether they're weak to slash, thrust, or crush. But since I'm melee, I have to actually walk up to him and thrust. So I can thrust this leg or I can thrust the other leg. But we are going to change characters. We're going to attack with Yuli. So with Yuli, if I click Stone Spear, I can choose whether to attack his head, belly, or legs. If you do enough damage to the legs, the same leg, so the same left leg, you can knock him down to the ground. What's the button? Okay. So I'm gonna press R1 and hit left on the D-pad, so we can attack the same leg. And now when it does that, you have to hit him with a thrust move, and he'll fall down, which thankfully Leonard did. Now, one thing to keep in mind, for each giant enemy, for example, this troll has a spot where if you do enough damage, in this case is his head, where if you do enough damage to the head, it'll break, which I didn't do enough damage, or what we call a break. It doesn't legit, his face doesn't legit break, but if you do enough damage to it, he'll drop an item. We used to call, when we played online, we used to say break his face. That's why I say break.
Well, we survived, and it looks like the wine is okay too.
Oh, nice going, Chief. I thought I'd nap my last nap for sure. Oh.
Nah, the three of us can handle one little troll.
Little?
It's Rapachi I'm scared of. Let's move.
Little?
Right.
Almost there.
So we'll switch back to my character. So the melee people will have a skill that they can leap and attack the face whenever the troll falls down to the ground. So if you attack the left leg consistently, do enough damage. I forget which way I gotta go. It's this way. Yeah, so if you attack the left leg repeatedly and do enough damage to it, it'll have that little break symbol. And then you hit it with this weakness, so whether the elemental weakness or, in this case, it was a troll, it's weak to pierce, so you hit him with a piercing move and it'll fall down on his knees. And then you can do a leap move that hits his face. Because if he's standing up and you do a leap move, it'll hit his belly. But yeah, so you want to always attack the troll's face once he's knocked down. If you're a bow or you're a mage, then you can just attack it right off the rip, and you'll get the item to drop. And you want to get as much items as you can. Items are very valuable. Who's attacking? Where's he at? Oh, Leonard, don't do it. What are you doing, guys? We didn't have to fight them. Oh no, now we're gonna fight. Now we gotta fight. Might as well take this guy out too.
Do not forget about me.
There is something that I wanted to change. Combat setup. So for Yuli, since she's a mage, we want to change her tactics. We want to put her at going all out. Because if we have her at auto, she'll sometimes just swing with her staff, and we want her just to use her magic or elemental magic attacks. So we're gonna put her at going all out. That way she can just waste that. It's okay if she wastes her MP, because then she'll just attack with her staff. We just want her to do as much damage as she can early on to help kill the enemies as fast as possible. And while we're waiting, I guess we can activate this. So the first time that you click on a stone like this, it will heal you. So that's something to keep in mind. Come on. Come on, big guy. I wonder if I open this, will he still... Oh, he does still walk. We have to wait for him? Oh, we didn't have to wait for him. Alrighty. And I think we're going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoy, and I shall see you guys next time. Peace!